To be back. Okay, I think that fixed everything. Yeah, that should have fixed everything. Okay, can you hear me now, Brian? Because I don't know what it was trying to pick up before that. Oh boy. All right, streaming. All right, cool. I think that gets everything back in line. All right, cool. Let me find. That's not what I was trying to do. Oh, wait a minute, it's probably all back up here. I know y'all can hear the game, but I'm trying to do something before I hop on stream. See if I can find it real quick. Okay, I don't see it. I don't see a summoning bell. Do it later. We'll do it later. Okay. All right, cool. All right, what's up, everybody? Let's get started.
Ted, my boy, it's gonna be legend. Wait for it. Dairy. Legendary.
What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? Happy Friday. Sorry for the late start. I wanted to get started about a half an hour earlier, but what can we do, right? What can you do? Had to feed the family. First. That's now done out the way. Ready for the weekend. I got some home projects to get done. Tomorrow we are going to hop back into Split Fiction. So that should be a good time. Yeah. Let's get into this because we get to jump into a dungeon right out the gate. My wife may join me. I don't know. She's been leaving me on my own a lot lately. So we'll see how it goes. I hope everybody else is having a great start to their weekend. Appreciate everybody coming by. Oh, before I get too far, let's get these messages going. All right, get those pinned. All right, there we go. I have a new bot. I don't know if it does. It's just for Twitch. Let's see if it works. Oh, there it is. There's frostytools.com. Brian, look what it says about you. On a shout out. On the shout out. Let's see. He says Brian Tech, huh? A name as plain as Too Big Crook. No recent broadcasts, no self-descriptions, no tags. This is on Twitch, by the way. You have no Twitch ones. I can't get that bot for YouTube, so I'll have to figure out how to do it on. Get one for YouTube. But yeah, let's see. It's like they've vanished into thin air. What are they hiding? A tech-savvy mastermind pulling the strings from the shadows, or just another digital ghost haunting the ether? The case is cold, but I am not ready to close the file just yet. There's something here. I can feel it in my gut. So this new bot and if you're trying to figure out, if you're on YouTube and trying to figure out where that bot is on the Twitch side only right now at this time. But yeah, come by, check it out. Looks like the Pacers are going to lose tonight. Oh, they lost. Yeah, they lost. Which means they're going to be the 4th seed at best. So they can rest everybody going into tomorrow. All right, let's get into the story. Let's get things rolling. We got a lot to cover today, I think. Actually, maybe not. To be honest with you. Maybe not, but we'll see. We may not have a lot to cover in level 81. We may have enough to cover on level 82 and 83. All right. Since there has been a progress in both investigations, shall we share the findings from our respective locales? Oh, I forgot there's music in the background. Let me cut that music off.
Your time in Thavnair has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation.
Be right. You get to this little cutscene.
Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thavnair.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Frodola's report, they were unable to free the Emulger.
What's good,
Worse,
Ray?
their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Ifrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal, thus the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope, and I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces?
Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Kryl, Yostela, and myself. The remaining scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcosodra by a considerable margin. If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you. And I am more than happy to fulfill that role. I found wielding a sage's armament to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Rads at Han of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
The military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging point.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
It's too freaky in here. Oh, man. Y'all funny. So FrostyTools.com is a bot. It's the bot I have for my Twitch side. So if we do a shout out to the person on Twitch, if you have an actual channel on Twitch, it will shout out your channel, but it also will give you a brief description as a detective. I set up as a detective. So there's yours, Brian. And then Ray, I read yours earlier, and then Ray says, the dame walked into my office, a real enigma wrapped in a riddle. No streams, no tags, just a blank slate. What is their game? Are they laying low, or is it fair? Or is there something darker at play? The shadows whispered secrets, but I ain't heard them yet. Keep your eyes peeled, kid. This case ain't closed. But yes, my new bot. It is my new bot on the Twitch side. So if you... Right now I have it set up for mods, so if you guys see somebody walk in, you hit exclamation point SO space and then their tag name on Twitch, it will pull up a little thing like that for them. So when passive gets in, y'all can do it to passive. All right, where I gotta go? Dark Tower. That's the one I couldn't attune to yet. I think there's something available here. Is there? No, I don't think there's one here now that I think about it. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. I had a quest I had to finish up over here. So this side of this wall. We'll go to the other one. Then we'll go to the other one. It must have been closer than I remember. Ah, it is. It's this guy right here. Let's close this loop out real quick. I did this off stream the other day after I picked it up. We don't read these. I just get the quest. Helps with the pretty soon I'll be turning in my chocobo for a bike. As soon as my wife hooks it up. Alright, we got a little bit of distance to run, but good evening everybody. Welcome. Appreciate everybody coming by hanging out tonight. We are on our way to the affiliate path on Twitch. We are currently streaming on YouTube as well. Fix my thing on YouTube. I always forget to fix. Before I go live, I don't know why I can't ever remember to do this. yes, we need to revitalize the YouTube side as well, and make sure we are going right on there as well. Set to subscriber only. Custom for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Cool. Good deal. All right. What up, Jody? So if I do ISO Jody. Oh. Huh. What happens when you have 3 screens? I go ISO Jody 9019. Then the bot will pop up and say this about him. Oh, look at that. Hey, he called you a dame. Sucks. But outside of that, that's how that works. Alright, got a little bit of a trail to make. I think we can go this way. You gotta get to the tower. This way and then wrap around those. Frosty Tools is about to catch these hands. I'm sick of it. I like it. Once I become an affiliate, it'll tell you guys when I'm about to hit ad breaks, and then it'll summarize like the current conversation in the stream during ad breaks. So that'd be kind of cool. Bro, where am I? Okay, I must need to go up. Got me over here cussing this stuff. I'm heated. Brian, I'm gonna need you to put the drink down, sir. Put the drink down and step away from the bot. Step away from the bot. Up here. Friend of Erosia we've been expecting you. Using yours will lead the mission into the tower, I'm told. You got to make that one picture of you in an emote. That would be perfect in here. Oh yeah, once I'm able to do emotes, yeah, I'll make it an emote. I'll make it an emote. We'll get it to be an emote, and we'll add it to the screen. Yeah, we'll have to get the emotes going once we get to the affiliate side. The warging scales will be delivered soon. So then, please stand by the boat we have ready. Okay. When your fellows arrive, I will direct them to join you. We pray for your safety and success. Okay. If this is the future of the Aetheryte travel, I think I'll stick to boats. Hey, Sonia, what's going on? Girlie, how you doing? Oh, crap. On account of which we are a little late, but fighting fit mostly. Okay. Sonia, how are things for you this wonderful Friday? My friends, permit me to thank you for accepting this mission. You must be, we should still call you Varnishon, I suppose. Indeed, it would not do to confuse our soldiers. Very well then. For our part, we are humbled that you should see fit to entrust us with your warding scales. Please convey as much to His Excellency. I can't say that word. It's Excellency. One for each of you. Please accept them with my blessing. Our thanks. With these, we can go anywhere. We can go anywhere. With these, we can go anywhere. Goes with the blessing of light can go. Yes, that words are hard tonight. Not only for the operation either, but all the ones to come. We finally break your monopoly on primals. So like I say, I've been waiting for this day. I'm doing a million things at once per usual. Hey, I get it, Sonia. With my carrying on as before, in that case, they're all yours from now on. Yes, we'll give the joking one. But I'm afraid we can't let you retire just yet. You're the Scion's brightest star, after all. If everyone is amenable to it, let us review the strategy for good measure. As previously agreed, we will divide into two groups. Duran and his band will break through the tower's defense and locate its core. Meanwhile, the rest of us will tend to the prisoners, who will doubtlessly want for healing due to the duress of repeating summoning. The primals which the tower bringeth forth shall be deities of the Thoravian myth. As we have no prior experience with such foes, pray exercise the utmost caution when confronting them. It is kind of cool in here tonight. I should have kept my sweatshirt on. We commence the operation at your word, my friend. For the people of Thoravin, nay, the entire world, we must prevail. Okay. Let me grab my wife real quick, see if she's going to be joining. Hold on one second, I'll be right back. 20 minutes in, I gotta put up, I'll be right back. sort of walk you back into the kitchen. Endwalker sounds interesting. Endwalker is the end of the... Oh, crap. That did not work out the way I thought it was going to. Hold on. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. All right, so Endwalker is the end of this storyline. So this is the last part of this story. The next expansion starts the new story. Well, Brian, we were going to play together, but as I just scolded my wife real quick, she said, no, you got this. Go ahead. You got it. I'm like, bruh, we were supposed to be playing together. What do you mean? I got it. But that's how this been, really, honestly, for less. So I can opt to do it with the NPCs, or I can wait for a party to join. Which means also I can get off of Discord's. I can get off my Discord call. She's not joining. Okay. So yeah, we would have been playing together. She was going to be one of the DPSs while I tank, and we need a healer and DPS. But now I need everything besides the tank, which is what I am. This is only a 4-man, so it works. We'll see how long we get somebody to join. Says less than 5 minutes. Some Friday nights is pretty quick, and some take a little longer. If it takes too long, we'll just go with the NPCs. Okay, looks like I got the right. I'm gonna make sure I had the right game up tonight, because the other night I was streaming, I had the wrong game showing. And you're ready to go into battle. I like to take in this minion. It's my little dragon minion. Where you going, man? So yeah, we would have been playing together, but we'll be doing Split Fiction tomorrow, so we'll get that done as long as she's up to it. If not, then I just probably won't stream tomorrow. I'll probably take a break. I am planning. I got a lot of outdoor projects I want to try to start tomorrow. So, but that's going to be early part of the day before the sun goes down. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Don't really have much else I can do until this happens, unfortunately. The only thing I can do is I want to check my retainer. But honestly, story quest, getting this part done is kind of the important part right now. Let's see, where's the next closest? No, it's to the southeast. So that way. Okay. I'm sure something will take me there. Give it about another minute or two, and nothing pops in that time frame, then we'll just go with the NPCs. Only thing is, going with NPCs, if I die, we have to start over at the beginning and trek back through everything that we already did as far as the beginning of the path. Kind of sucks. But the character, the warrior character, is made to honestly be kind of self-sustaining in dungeons if he's played correctly. Unless I just really mess up a mechanic, which with it being a new dungeon, very potential I can mess up a new mechanic. Very big potential I can mess up a new mechanic. Let's see here. All right. So. Probably should have went live a little sooner. But again, couldn't really do it because yeah, we're probably gonna go with the NPCs. Okay, give me a second. Put that back down. Join. No. Dang it. We're going to take, let's take one to run with.
'Twould be a pleasure as always.
All right, that is the team we are going to run with. Should be a good time. Should be a good time. So I had to pull smaller packs. Normally I would do what we call a wall-to-wall pull, which is where I pull big groups when going through. But I'll need to pick smaller groups.
underestimate me!
What up, 2 James? Everybody coming by and hanging out with me tonight. We are working our way to the affiliate.
You underestimate me!
Auto dip? What do you mean? Oh, my mic audio dip? Oh, probably because I bounced away. Sometimes when I bounce away from it. Is it this way? I'm good, just finishing cooking. All right, cool. Hey, what up, Passive? I'll give everything a chance to reset before I jump in here. Let me give everything a chance to reset. Beast. Onslaught. T minus 20 seconds now. T minus 20 seconds. Fight this first mini boss. Could be better. Yeah, if I lean into the mic or if I pull the mic back to where I'm at. I almost want to figure out a way to add it to the chair, but okay. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Take the steps. Yeah, okay, thanks for the follow. Ready to dive into the ocean adventure of Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, appreciate that, Kai. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Just doing Endwalker MSQ, first dungeon of Endwalker. Doing some NPCs though. I don't have too much. Trying it. We're almost there. We're almost there.
This will hurt.
Man, I really wish we could wall to wall food. Seems like a good wall to wall food. This could end up being a mistake.
This will hurt.
Yeah, I died. No wall-to-wall pools. No wall-to-wall pool. I died. Single area pools. Start with these Zot things here. Sam, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. Good with you. Now we can go into the next room. What up, Months? Are we sleeping? No, we're not sleeping.
You cannot stop us!
Where did we come from? There should be an arrow in rooms like this where you kind of can get turned around a little bit. Oh, shh, we're sleeping. We're not sleeping. This is the room this is the room I just came out of. Okay. Back the other way, everybody. Double time. Oh, I guess if I'd have seen this, I'd have known. Reset. All right, T-minus 16 seconds. 16 seconds, and then we'll enter in. Make sure everything resets. Okay. There you go, Brian.
have you now? You cannot stop us! You cannot stop us!
You underestimate me! Let's give them a shot!
Let's see, what up, Brian? Let's see, first I thought that was a person and I got pissed off. Brian.
You underestimate me!
Treasure chest. Off to the final boss, or final area. We'll have to go back and read all the FrostyTools.com bot stuff. Harbinger's elect. Why does it look like the elephant? Well, I guess it's the deity of the elephant, the god they worship. So that's
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect.
right. Thank you, Steel Shadow. Appreciate that. Second son.
them a show!
Oh, that took a little more concentration. I ain't used to it being in my wife's phone. Usually help me out. Alright, let's catch back up on the chat. Alright, so we had Kai who followed on Twitch. Appreciate that. We also had Sam who followed. Appreciate that. Once popped in, talk about we're sleeping. Shout out to Forklift. The Dame, he called it a Dame. Called Forklift a Dame. The Dame called Forklift Certified Gamer walked into my office. A shadowy figure in the neon glow of the streaming world. They're playing BNG Drive, but what's the story behind the steel-toe boots? Are they really certified, or is it all a ruse? It's a lack of saved broadcast is suspicious, like a missing persons report. I'm on the case, but this puzzle's missing a few pieces. And then we had Steel Shadow 69. Thank you very much for your follow as well. Thank you guys for all coming by, hanging out, supporting the stream. Just finished that first dungeon run. Not too bad. It wasn't bad. Let's see what we picked up in this true katana. Okay. Should go to the cutscene.
Is everyone all right?
We fortified the captives with what magics we could. Have the defenses been disabled? All appears quiet for the moment.
The lower floors were disturbing enough, but this place feels wrong. The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
I believe we stand in the tower's beating heart. What sayest thou, Ishtola?
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point. This is the core we seek. Yet something is off. As large as this structure is, it siphons far more ether than is required to sustain it. 'Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look. Curious. There is something there embedded inside the core.
Oh, okay.
A man's limb.
This is what we came to destroy?
Yes, if you would be so kind.
Okay. Stidian.
And that should be the end of it.
What now?
My theory that the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction doth appear to be correct.
Bully for you! And how are we supposed to survive the fall?
What of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace yourselves!
I pray I'm not too late.
Oh, what happened? Where are we?
By my reckoning, we're still on the island where the tower stood. But 'tis as if it never existed. Hardly a scratch. But how?
Oh, Grahatia.
Graha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
That explains the lack of obvious injuries.
The expenditure of so much ether has taken its toll. He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
Then the immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here. They'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Angelo and I will take care of that.
I have every faith in you, Alize, but there are just too many for you to treat alone.
That is true.
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more Porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Hail, Scions! We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened here?
Oh, what do you think happened?
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to assist us in its provision.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
Our friend who got taken on the last one. All right. That was not a bad first go. By myself, I should be reading this. Alize Yashoda will oversee the administration and the tempering of treatment with support from those who know a healing spell or two. We'll go and join them in the city once you've had a moment to catch your breath. Enter the tower, blah blah blah. All right. Had enough rest, have you? You never were one for being idle. Right. Varnish bade us to come to Magalatua at our earliest convenience. The others will join us there once they have finished tending to the prisoners. Wait, on second thought, you and the Stydian should go ahead. I need to make a quick detour by the Great Work. We left Graha in the alchemist's care, you see. Best to fetch him before he's crammed into a specimen jar. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just you and me then. The guardsmen at the gate should wave us through. Get up the heal first. Thank you everybody for still here hanging out. I appreciate it. Hope everybody's having a great Friday evening. Good start to the weekend. Really? Right before I got out of your range, you threw something at me? Right. Honor Scions, you are free to enter at your leisure. As I cannot leave my post, I'm afraid you must make your own way. Should you require direction into the city, the sentry station at the fountain atop the top of the steps should be glad to assist you. Though I have been to Raz Han before, this place is a veritable maze. Rather than risk getting lost, we better ask for directions from the sentry at the fountain. Lead the way, and don't expect me to act as your tour guide like certain others. Since now accompanying you, keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. Blah 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 blah. And let's go. What up, Gary? How we doing? Make sure we attune to this. Master Duran, I presume. I understand you are here for an audience with the Satrap. If you require directions to the Mega Dua, I should be glad to provide them. And we are dual streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. So thank you very much on both sides. For all the people there hanging out on both. Feel free to click the links above. It will take you to the other chat if you kind of want to hang out there. We have a new bot on the Twitch side. We're going to be working on a new bot for the YouTube side as well. Once I get a chance to kind of sit down and do some research. All right, let's keep going. Strash Residence is situated in the Dharma at the highest point of Raz Han. To get there, I would ordinarily recommend a route that takes you by the bazaars of the city's north. Due to the state of alert, however, most businesses are currently closed and the Etherite disabled. Oh, that's not cool. Not too bad. Doing well? It ain't doing good. Good. Yeah, we're doing well. Got the weekend's going to be relatively decent. Going to try to get some home projects done while it's not raining. The one I do need to attend to that I forgot to grab something for the other day that I need to pick up. But now I need to remeasure and just make sure everything looks right. Once I get this done, then I got to find a ladder. Which I know where I can get a ladder from. My buddy's got one I can borrow. But I got to get this thing fixed on the house before it gets too late. All right. As such, I will provide you with the alternate path. First, please send the next steps. Send the steps next to the fountain, then continue left. There will be more steps, and upon ascending them, you will emerge on Pakison's path. Proceed through the large door on the right, and you will arrive at Rada Fibers. Within you will find another sentry who will give you further guidance. Last I checked, after yesterday's stream was 2.3 average. So we are definitely climbing. We can get, like I said, we can get a few days of just some close to or double-digit numbers on the Twitch side. We should be an affiliate by next week, sometime next week. In other words, we head up. Sounds straightforward enough? Sure. Okay. Alright, watch for Radiant. Come back to this area and get more Ether Knights later as we walk around. Head into the Mega 2, are you? In that case, please follow this hallway to my right and go through the door at the top of the stairs. You'll emerge at the entrance to the airship landing, where another sentry should be on hand to assist you. Incidentally, if you ascend to the steps to the either side of me, you'll find the workshop of Rendezvous Fibers. Though you're free to observe artisanship, take care not to lose your way. Okay. I wonder. Let's go up. Vibrant weave, hard to imagine more vibrant stuff. I dare say Emmerich would be partial to the gold thread and the blue, of course. He loves his blue. I never put much thought into what I wear. A spare set of clothing is usually all I carry, and if that isn't enough, I can always obtain something locally. It's true. Alright, let's go back out the way we came. Steps and around the corner here. Hey, early evening. Thank you for your first time chat. Appreciate it. Shut up. Nobody say anything to you, Gemini. If you're here for an airship, I'm afraid all flights have been suspended until further notice. So the state of alert is still in effect. Perhaps it's for the best. That aside, we are not here for an airship. We have business at the Mega Datua. Early, what you up to, man? Appreciate you coming by. Well, in that case, permit me to direct you. From here, it is quite simple, really. Ascend these steps and then continue straight ahead. And across the bridge, you cannot miss it. Okay, as I remember passing by here with Varnish, the situation being as it was, he regretted not to be able to show us the sights. Life has yet returned to normal here, but when it does, you ought to pay another visit. Though the city is confusing, the food is quite good. I'm partial to the hummus myself. The meat's surprisingly tender and flavorful. Squawk, squawk, okay. Alright, there was another Easter night. It's right over here. That real quick. Appreciate for everybody who's here for the even for the alert. Or not. Come by hanging out. We are almost on. Come on. I'm saying, what can I run straight? Alright, so another Ether Knight up here. Before we hit this area. I think that's all of them except for only one. Oh no, I got a heck of a lot more to touch. Okay. We'll get those as we go. Alright, greetings and welcome to Mechadula. May I inquire after your business? Excuse me. We are members of the Scion of the Seventh Dawn, come at the invitation of His Excellency. Ah, of course. We have been expecting you. I will show you into the audience chamber. If you would please follow me.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all.
During this cutscene,
your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
For a second.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzatan will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
That looks like that could have hurt.
'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply.
This track right here,
and yet
the Dragon Song
you chose to live among men.
Don't play the game. You hear this all throughout the Heaven's War expansion if you ever decide to pick it up.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made. In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Really interesting.
'Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question.
That is interesting.
The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift.
Really? Okay, so the source split.
Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydralin to whom you must look for answers.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort. Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why
Hey,
does
what
thou
up, Messiah?
settle upon this
How we doing there? Dropping a like, I appreciate that, my guy.
To which Midgardsormr did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope. He believed so long as Hydralin endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydralin does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
We must take our leave.
We good.
But please do
Just
inform
liking
us if we
people's
can
stuff and
provide
doing
any
the
further
incursions.
assistance.
Oh, okay. Okay. I gotta go back and check the date, but I think it's almost been a full year since I've played in DLC.
A moment.
Like, not even opened the app.
There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor. 'Tis thee.
Let's see, we'll see, we cross paths.
I knew it to be so. From man and dragon alike have I learned of thine exploits.
Oh, okay. So what they're saying is, you know, I'm popular all over
'Twas
the
a
world.
revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsormr's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, weal enmeshed with woe. Amidst this tangled knot thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
All the people we lost along the way. There goes Minfilia. Hashafant. Papadinian, we seen them earlier. A little Lala looking dude. I was looking up. Yeah, we lost a few.
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
I'm just gonna barge back in.
Ah, apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
But y'all did not.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
Man, these cutscenes be long. But they're important parts of the story. So there's that. Alright. So what were you and Vitray talking about? Right, that was a private conversation. Nothing. Very well, if you say so. The others have gone ahead to the high crucible. Let's catch up to them. And I leveled up. You know what? That reminds me. Gained a new something new, and I don't know what I gained. I want to hit 86. Orogeny. Okay. Oh, I gotta figure out where to put that. Okay. That would be something that we'll do with in a little bit. But we'll need that as we go through the story. I need to make sure. I'll make sure I put that somewhere. So I have that, and that's it for this one. Yeah. Same. Okay. So these go here. We'll probably replace the compass. In fact, yeah, we'll probably end up replacing the compass. We'll probably put the compass back here. Okay, cool. Now that I know. I've seen that, forgot about it, because it's not really technically level-wise it's time for me to have it, but it's not time for me to have it within the story. But we'll keep it. We got to make sure we set up probably through level 90, or through level 100 now. I have to catch a video and figure out how to finish it now. Alright, the attendant was kind enough to give me directions to the High Crucible. First, let's return to the Mulberry Orchard. Okay. Question is, can I get there by here? Oh, look at that. Close enough. Oh, I didn't have to do all that. Literally just over that little bridge right there. From here, we're supposed to follow the path left and past the mulberries. Well, why didn't we just do that to begin with? The only question is, do they have a summoning bell here? But around that corner. Where the street turns, enter the door straight ahead, and then descend the steps. I thought the Crystarium was confusing, but this doesn't compare to the Razahan. The architecture and the decorations make it even harder to get your bearings. Anyway, let's see where this door takes us. Go through here. Look at that, it's the Ethernet. It's the big one. It's the one I couldn't get to before. According to the message on the base, the threat has been temporarily disabled. Interesting. Here's the Ethernet Plaza. So far, so good, and there isn't much further to go. From here, we just need to cross the other side of the hall, then pass through the larger of the two doors the High Crucible lies beyond. I suspect the others have already collected their warding scales. Come, let us join them. Ah, there is a summoning bell here. Cool, since we're here. These three items are going to be the death of me. Can I get rid of them? Drop it all the way down to 20. Bastard. There. Just take this down to 42. So you can get a bite. All right. I need to get his gear updated so I can have him go do this other stuff. So far, this is the only one I can get him to do. Okay. Great. All right, we're last, of course, but at least we found the place. All right.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for. Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations. Of course, we would need to consult with various Alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Please, I must speak with you.
Okay.
Nidana?
Or Nadana.
You're awake?
Hey, what up, Forgotten? How you doing, buddy?
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I'd been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come. As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta. And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thavnair from an awful fate.
We still got more work to do. One tower of many.
Yet who hath truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
The talisman? Is this true? true?
That is true.
Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas. It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
Well, I guess it was worth it. Again, appreciate everybody here hanging out tonight as we push our way through the story. We just did our first dungeon. It's pretty good. Pretty fun. Had to do it with NPC.
Its
but,
color is
nonetheless,
completely
you got it done.
changed.
Ah, that was the flower.
What do you have there?
From earlier in the story.
How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
Us foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows. Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions. Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities. That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Makes sense.
Nonsense! You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
I'm going to assume that that's going to come back to play a part somehow.
Shall we depart for Charlian then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the Annex.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
Rest mess. Let me go touch some more crystals real quick. I believe there's one up and outside this door over here, based on the map. County. We are heading out. Do this the right way. There we go. 1100 gil, bro. Stop trying to steal all my loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. All right. That's you. Let's It's good to be back and with the fruit of our labor safely in storage. For now, we have but to wait for the others to return from their respective meeting with the Alliance leaders. As Tinker suggested, you should get some rest in the meantime. Welcome back. The Rand Crowd has apprised me of your recent accomplishments. One of the amazing feats to eliminate its power and pave the way to deal with the rest. While it isn't much, I've changed your sheets and plumped your pillows. After all, there's nothing like collapsing in a nice clean bed after completing a major milestone, be it pinning a thesis or defeating a deformed entity. So, would you like to take a look at your new and improved lodgings? Sure. To the retired chamber.
Take heart and protect them well.
These fools. Good.
Good. You're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you?
Yeah, look, I just got to the room.
We've bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
When I shave my head bald like that, that's what I expect my head to look like. I'm gonna do that along with the beard. Yeah, it's gonna be just like that. Maybe not the same color. Look at that big old burger. Oh, you gotta like pickles. Could took the tomatoes off.
Lest you wonder, we invited Astinian as well. But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Sharlayan cuisine is not to his liking.
Probably not.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart. What? To perfect his brooding stare? Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Sharlayan feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
It's a bit much.
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor Astinian, beset on all sides.
I think it was the first time we've seen Crowd without her hood up.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Cryle, I hear you've recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done. If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Hydaelyn instructed you to carry that flower, yes?
Yeah, she did.
'Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radzat-Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt. The relief of a people with renewed hope.
Everything's always gonna be on the brink of destruction
Indeed.
for everybody here.
And in turn, I felt buoyed
Can't we
by
just
that
fight,
radiance.
you know,
'Twas akin to spotting
hit
a
things
beacon
off at the pass
and
before they
knowing
get
we were
this
on
bad.
the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day. Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume?
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion.
She was holding the cookie out like she wanted him to take it. Cookie would have had to get eaten up.
They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
Oh.
Boy, you talk about filler. Push it done. Should we call it a night? You do know these are my quarters. We'll go with the first one.
I'm not that ambitious. But 'tis pleasant to idle away the hours every once in a while.
Oh, there's Zenos. Kind of want his axe, but I want it with some color. Kind of cool. And Crazy Daniel.
Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that. I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news.
Keep saying the bearer of bad news.
Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom.
Excuse me.
Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the ether. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes questionable.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Zenos looks like a vampire. Allegedly to be on Twilight.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No. All else is equal. Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke. But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead. So I drew the curtain on all that had come before.
Excuse me.
Burn. Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
Alright, cool. Well, that is where we're going to leave it at for now. I may go pick up the next quest, which Looks like it could be right here. I don't know. It looks weird. But yeah, we'll just leave it right here for now. But thank you guys very much for hanging out with me tonight. For those who are on the Twitch side, we're gonna go ahead and send you to Abdo's stream over there, and the same with those on the YouTube side. Appreciate everybody for hanging out tonight. Until then, it is your boy Ghost Dog. You were gonna raid me? Are you done already, Abdo? Okay, well, I guess we're not gonna raid Abdo. He's already done. Let's go ahead and it's like Taz might be streaming. Taz looks like he's streaming. See you guys over to Taz. Thank you very much. Here's his leak. And yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight. But hope everybody had a good one. Hope everybody had a wonderful Friday. We'll be back tomorrow. If we are back tomorrow, it will be with Split Fiction with the wife. We'll catch up then. You go back at 50, but yeah, I was gonna raid you. No worries, Abdo. We'll call it here for everybody tonight. For me, that was it's pretty intense. Not gonna lie, pretty intense couple hours there. But thank you guys very much. Until then, it is your boy Ghost Dog signing out. Peace.